Hi, I'm Mike Johnson, and today I'm presenting a walkthrough guide on how to create a PowerPoint video. By the end of this video, you will be able to add narrations to any PowerPoint in PowerPoint 2010, and if you so desire, convert that to a video format. So first, you're going to start with any PowerPoint that you have that you've already created. It can be as simple as a briefing type format where there's no animations, or it can be as advanced as having an animation for every little thing. Today, we're not going to go over on how to add those animations. We are going to just show you how to add narrations from a PowerPoint that you've already created. So you're going to look at the menu tab at the top. And for adding the narrations, and again, you don't want to add narrations until your PowerPoint is complete, you're going to want to click on the Slideshow tab. So once you are on the Slideshow menu tab, there's going to be many different options to choose from. To add the narration, we are going to want to click on Record Slideshow. This is going to give you two options, to start recording from the beginning or start recording from the current slide. If this is your first time adding a narration to this particular briefing, I encourage you to click on from the beginning. The only time you're really going to want to start from the current slide is if either you make a mistake and need to only edit one slide, or maybe you revisit a presentation at a later date, add some updated information, and want to just re-record that slide. Once you click on that, you're going to get a pop-up. It's going to be recording the slideshow. I leave both boxes checked. I never personally mess with that. And then there's going to be a Start Recording button. Now keep in mind, as soon as you click this, you're going to begin the narration. So you're going to want to make sure your microphone is hooked up and ready to go. If it's an external one, make sure you're sitting in front of it. If it's in the computer, make sure that you're sitting square on so that you can get a good audio quality. You're going to notice when you start this, it's going to launch the presentation in full screen, just like you were giving it to an audience. It's also going to add a recording box in the top left corner, which is going to show you how much time you've talked on the current slide and how much time your presentation is cumulatively. You don't have to worry about that too much unless there's a certain time frame you're shooting for. If you want your whole presentation to be 5, 7, 10 minutes, this will help you kind of stay on track. So keep that in mind. Again, once you're ready to record, click Start Recording, and it'll immediately launch. You're going to click through the PowerPoint just like you would and talk just like you were briefing to an audience. So once that's complete, if for some reason at a later date or you made a mistake and you need to edit your narration, you're going to click on the Record Slideshow button on the Slideshow menu option again, and you're going to see that there's the Start Recording from Beginning, Start Recording from Current Slide, and the Clear box. The Clear box will give you additional options to clear timings on the current slide, all slides, or clear narration on the current slide, all slides. So you have to think that as you're going through this, there's two things happening. The PowerPoint is recording what you are saying. That's the narration. It's also recording the timings. That's the every time you click and something appears or there's a certain action, that's considered the timing. If you're going to re-record a slide, you're going to want to clear the timings on that slide and then clear the narration on that slide before you begin. Keep in mind that you're clicking on current slide and not all slides. If you do click that, you will lose all your information and have to re-record the narrations on the entire PowerPoint. So now we're going to show you how to save this file in a video file format. You're going to want to click on File on the menu bar. Once you do that, it'll give you many options here. You're going to want to click on Save As, and then it's going to bring up your Save As dialog box. So at this point, you're going to pick the location that you want to save this file. You're going to name it, whatever the appropriate name is, and then you're going to see the Save As type and click the down arrow. And you're going to see many different options, one of which is Windows Media Video. You're going to want to click on that. That's that's the file format that's best for our videos. Then you're going to click on Save. Now, once you click on Save, you'll notice that it'll go back to the normal PowerPoint view. And at the bottom, you'll see a little status bar. And depending on how long the presentation it is, it can take 5, 10, 15 minutes to convert. It does take a little bit. This actually all happens within PowerPoint 2010, so we don't no longer have to go find another piece of software to convert these to video. Another option that, depending on the venue you're using this for, is you can use the Save As type, and there's PowerPoint Show, and that is an option where if you were to send that in an email or someone were to click on it, what it would do is it would launch in PowerPoint and play with your narrations, kind of like a video, but still in PowerPoint. So depending on how you plan on using that, that's another option. That will keep the file size smaller. When you do convert to video, it makes it a larger file size, so just keep that in mind. So once you have converted successfully to the Windows Media video file, you will have this nice little icon and wherever file you decided to save this as. And once you have this, your opportunities are kind of limitless. You can save it to YouTube. You can put it on the external website. You can put it on eWorkplace. Or a network drive would be another option. If you're deciding to use this for a training walkthrough opportunity that you would want in LMS, that is a possibility. There is a fee associated, and I would encourage you to contact the training office in J51 for some assistance. So this successfully completes our presentation walkthrough on how to add narrations to any PowerPoint and convert PowerPoint 2010 files into Windows Media video files. I highly encourage you to use this hopefully for any presentation that you're giving. I think that subject matter experts and you spend a lot of time putting presentations together, and it would be a shame for you to give that presentation one time at one meeting and lose that information. Think about it as a way to archive the work you've done, and you can literally save these presentations with narrations. So if you ever have to share that, or someone misses the meeting, you can share the file with them and they get to hear your voice as the subject matter expert briefing. So there's a lot of opportunities here, and I hope that you take the knowledge that you learned and put it to good use. But this completes the walkthrough, and I wish you the best of luck in your PowerPoint narrations and converting to video endeavors. Thank you.